In today's video,
This is me, y'all. Take it or leave it.
This is crazy. Will Smith getting rounds of applause on Instagram, writing, "I'm in the worst shape of one."
now for those of you who don't know, Will Smith has been releasing this series specific to YouTube where he tackles the task of losing 20 pounds in 20 weeks. That's his mission. And he documented the process with the intention of have it coming out a certain way and providing a certain image, which honestly, to me, falls into the category of the sort of motivation prawn, to steal a term from Avon Preach. But the point is meant to be like super motivational, super energizing, really meant to like get you going, get you raring, make you want to get up, get out of your seat and go do something and like make changes and better yourself. And what ended up happening is he created a very different series instead. And one of my clients sent me this. Thank you very much, Cynthia. And when I watched the first episode, okay, I'm not gonna lie, watched the first couple of episodes. I'm already 3 deep, but nonetheless, when I watched it, I realized that this was way too important, too on brand for the kind of messaging I deliver through most of my content anyhow, to not talk about. So today we're going to be watching this and reacting to it and commenting on it. So let's watch it and let's talk about these points, because there's a lot of really great points in here that I think are really, really worth talking about. So let's get it.
This is crazy. Will Smith getting rounds of applause on Instagram, writing, "I'm in the worst shape of one fan responding, "Thank you. Aren't we all after this pandemic?"
Will Smith's dad bod has inspired a social media movement.
I didn't realize quite how big Willie had gotten.
And I believe you, Will. I believe you, bro.
can do it, Will.
Yes, we're counting on you.
First comment, just off the cuff here. I feel like the privilege of being somebody as humongous as Will Smith is that you can post a picture of yourself looking not like picturesque or Hollywood-esque and still have floods of people being like, yeah, go you the greatest, I support you, let's go. Social media attention does not tend to go to the average.
I'm gonna lose 20 pounds in 20 weeks.
You're 20 pounds in 20 weeks. All right, so here it is. The first red flag, right then and there. One of the reasons I say that, and it's not necessarily a make or break thing, but I tend to find that for certain individuals, people with a certain type of personality, when you put a date and a very specific number on it, instead of it being a great marker to kind of measure distance, progress, how things are going, it becomes a point of obsession and tends to lead to negative behavior patterns. I kind of feel it out from person to person, but given what little I know about Will Smith, this already stands out as red flag number 1. Give him 20 pounds, 20 weeks. It might not be the most unreasonable amount of time, but it is definitely the kind of thing where I feel like if it doesn't go exactly as planned, things are going to start to collapse super quickly. But let's see. Maybe I'm wrong.
Let us begin. Yeah, so that was the kind of show I thought I was making, but things turned out a little bit different.
What's going on right now, Will?
I think, I don't want to do any of this. I'm finished with the best shape of my life.
Week 15. Bit later than I thought it was going to be, but seems like there's going to be a bit of a reckoning coming. And anybody who's worked with clients who are trying to go through some sort of weight loss journey kind of saw this coming from a mile away. 20 pounds in 20 weeks, all the cameras in front of me, you know, keeping it real, going hard, getting at it. The chances that things could go south were just a little too high. It puts a person under a lot of emotional stress. And Will Smith isn't exactly living a life free of emotional stress. He lives in the public eye. That was just going to be a problem. And putting undue stress on an individual trying to take on a journey like this, it's really not a good idea. But hey, maybe I'm wrong about why it happened. Would love to see the reasoning. That's why we're here. So let's get back into it.
When I started this year, I thought I was going to show the world how Will Smith gets in shape.
Okay, we're done. Let's pack it up.
Yeah. I had no idea what I was really about to show the world. Calorie deficit, and I'm in here crying every day. God.
Anybody out here who's done the whole deep calorie deficit thing, that has to sound super familiar. I'm deep in a deficit and I just want to cry. That should be a meme. Is that a meme already? If that's not a meme already, yo, someone get on that. I'm deep in a deficit and I just want to cry. I feel like it applies to so many things, but definitely when it comes to calories, holy hell, that wears on you. Like so much more than you think it would, because it's not just something that centers around food. It centers around food, which in certain cases and cultures can be a big part of your entire life, and then that frustration and that pressure echoes into everything else in the rest of your life. Every relationship, every interaction, every moment, every decision, it all comes with the weight of that particular challenge resting on its back, on your back, and it just makes everything seem so much harder.
Why'd you decide to film all this? Kind of expose yourself like this?
That's a very good question. Yeah, I guess the cameras, for me, act like what do you call it in Alcoholics Anonymous when you have the partner? Like, what is that?
Sponsor.
A sponsor, yeah. So it's like, for me, I'm a performer, so the cameras act like my sponsor. They keep me accountable. When I know the world is gonna see it, it's like the greatest peer pressure there is. I'm not gonna fail if it's on camera.
Perfect. See one, two.
That is an interesting concept. The idea that you're not going to fail because it's on camera. That is a difficult one to wrap your head around for some people, I'm sure, but I feel like I get it. The only difference between someone like me and like Will Smith is the fact that their network of individuals who will hold them accountable is way bigger. Like orders of magnitude bigger. So, like the world. Hard not to want to complete a thing when the whole world is watching. But yeah, let's keep going.
My name is Aaron Ferguson. I'm a personal trainer. I've been working with Will for this is the 9th year. I've never seen him like this, and he's never ever been in this bad a shape ever. So sleep, obviously getting as much as you can, but watching the amount of caffeine you take.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. Pick something else. Let me do this.
Yeah, so our goal is to lose around a pound a week. With a new diet, a new exercise program, that method is the most sustainable.
This is like not a simple walk when you fat.
So the basic framework is we'll do 2 days of resistance training, then we'll take off, and then we go back on 2 days. Will's a big fan of doing cardio first thing in the morning, so we'll do some sunrise runs. When I mean some, I mean every morning. And then we'll do the resistance training a little bit later in the day.
So the first week of working out, this guy says, let's just get the movement so we avoid injury, right?
Most people have this picture of what
So far, I have no qualms with the trainer's approach to this. He's being very measured about it. Some might say, well, why not pick apart his program? The days seem a little weird in terms of the split. When someone's been working with someone for like 9 years, you're probably gonna, especially someone like Will Smith, like a big name person like this, you're gonna know what they're like inside and out. And so I'm sure the programs developed for these people are more quirky than the average program. That has a lot to do with the fact that you know what these people prefer, you know what works for them, you know what they're going to do, you know how they're going to act and perform through all of it, not only during the workouts, but outside of the workouts. And so you're programming not just for the client and the muscles, but for their entire life. Like, you know enough about their whole life to be able to just program for that. And so decent chance that's what's happening here. Hard to critique a man who's known someone for almost a decade. You have to know something I don't. That's just facts. That's just what that is. So, but yeah, the first week back, you should be working on just movements and making sure that you got that locked in. Form's important. You ain't got form, you ain't got nothing. Let's get back into it.
most people have this picture of what they did when they're 18 years old and naturally assume that you're going to get back to that particular point. And you probably can. It's just you've got to do it gradually.
We're not shooting that. No. 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 Not gonna happen. Terrible. From I Am Legends to I Am Luggage. 222. 222.
It doesn't feel right. We might need to check that surface.
I put weight on.
Should we go run and grab the other scale, the like small one?
Which one?
We can stick the scale on a hard surface real quick.
The gym has the smaller scale though, if we wanted to run and get it.
No, that's the, listen, you gotta, let me see. So that's a failure for this week.
So from 20 pounds in 20 weeks, and now it becomes 23 pounds.
Well, yeah. Oh, here, and this asshole looking at me like, he looking at me like, shit, during my day, this bullshit wouldn't be happening. Like, during my day, we dropped that shit in 6 weeks. That's what he's saying. He's like, I feel like I'm disrespecting his legacy. Punching in some stupid numbers into his little stupid phone. With this whole stupid show we're trying to do. Helping people evolve. That's stupid. It's not stupid. It's the only thing that can make a person happy. I know. It doesn't seem to be working right now, but what you've come to understand as Will Smith, the alien annihilating MC, bigger than life movie star, is largely a construction. A carefully crafted and honed character designed to protect myself, to hide myself from the world, to hide the coward.
That seems like a great place to stop. Also seems like a phenomenal metaphor for Instagram, but I digress. So, What do I think? I think this is one of the more important pieces of fitness related content to come from a large name celebrity in a very long time. The stuff that's, just overly motivational just to like stroke that motivational, if the motivational phallus, like get everyone feeling like, yeah, I'm ready to go. That's tired. That's old. That's done with. Like we need to stop that. We need to stop with it, just like we're stopping with this idea of like the perpetual hustle culture concept. Like that needs to stop. What we need is grounded energy like this, where we can see that the fitness journey is difficult. It's challenging. It can be exhausting. It can be mentally taxing as well as physically taxing. It is not a straight line. It is, a constant adjustment. It is both an emotional experience of encountering your demons and your issues and your challenges, the things that you may be less in control of and less happy with about yourself, as well as the process of changing yourself physically and achieving the things that you feel like you want to achieve, that you think you can achieve, that you believe you should be capable of achieving. And Will very perfectly embodies that energy. He embodies, I feel like, the energy of the sort of like overachieving hustle culture, go, never stop type person pursuing the very non-linear journey of, changing yourself when it comes to fitness and then improving your body and like getting into better shape and like being healthy for the sake of, improving your health and fitness and, longevity in your life and better quality of life, all those sorts of good things. So yeah, I think this is fantastic content, and I think this is the kind of stuff we need to see more of. And if you guys want to see me do more of these types of commentary videos on this, let me know, comment section below. Other than that, that kind of does it for this video. So like and subscribe if you enjoyed, especially if you want to see more of this, because that's the only way I know if you guys like it or not. And stay shining, because the galaxy can only be a bright and beautiful place if you all shine together. Peace.